Welcome to Sparky Park's Angels franchise. We are in season 2, and we had a rough season opener against the Toronto Blue Jays. Sandoval walked 6 batters in 5 innings, only gave up 2 runs, but it was plenty. And then in game 2, we lost 15-8. 15-8. Just look at I needed to look at these box scores because that is just crazy. Joe Adell did hit 2 home runs in that game. In that game, too, Zach Plesac gave up 5 runs. Davis Daniel, who had such a good game in game 1, gave up 4 runs, ballooning his ERA to 10.8. And then look at all those non-zero numbers for the Blue Jays. 3 for 6, 3 for 3, 3 for 5, 2 for 5, 1 for 3. Lots of runs scored. George Springer hit 2 home runs. Davis Schneider, Luis Ariz hit a home run. Brandon Drury, Dalton Varsho. Game 2 was a clown car. Third game was super close, 4-3 final score, with Reed Detmers taking the loss, giving up 3 runs on 6 innings. That's a quality start. And Davis Daniel giving up 1 in 2. But we did win the last game of the series. Had a strong showing in that one, 6-0 final score. Mike Trout, Zach Neto home runs. And Chase Chaney, he's hopefully for the full season. Shuts him down for 6 1/3 innings with 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. So that was opening weekend for the Angels season 2. We looked so strong in the spring, but we're not doing as hot right here. Some of these guys are smoking. Taylor Ward, 382 batting average. Trout is down. Edmundo Sosa is struggling. But Joe Adell is on fire. 333 batting average, 4 home runs already in just 10 games. He has 4 stolen bases on the year. It was 6 RBI. It sounds like a lot of solo shots for him. 333 for Zach Neto. He often does start hot for us. Pitching-wise, Patrick Sandoval had a strong opening game, despite those 6 walks. Zach Plesac, 13.50 ERA over 2 games, pitching 6 1/3 innings. Chase Chaney looks like the bright spot on the team at the moment. So, geez. And then, yeah, they're up and down. It's between either it's 0 or it's 6 earned runs in the bullpen. Jimmy Herget has a save and a 0 ERA at the moment. So in this young season, we are 2-7, which, is not ideal. Let's get a little scouting preview before we head into the game action and see what we have to work with. We've got first baseman at the top of the ranking, second, catcher, starting pitcher, second base. So now we do have some position players at the top of the draft this year. Unfortunately, we don't have a high pick. We are picking at number 16, right in the middle. So we are looking to see what kind of mid first round picks we might be able to find. See if there's somebody that other teams are not so high on, and then we can get a deal. I do worry with scouting this year. There's a lot more up and down, a lot more volatility. These top picks really can be busts a lot more than in years past, even when you have great scouts. So this is my MO is I would rather take someone that the league thinks is 31 and we think is 16. Rather take someone like that personally now than rather than trust that, say number 5 in the MLB, whom we have not scouted, is going to fall to us and we'll get lucky. This is a little bit more of a gamble than in years past. Looking out here, we don't have any high-end outfielders popping on this year again, like last year. There isn't a lot to work with. So this is going to be interesting. They really have made scouting and drafting a lot more interesting than it has ever been. Last year was a lot of fun, and this year is even more crazy. Well, let's hop into this game against the Chicago Cubs, wanting to get a little bit of see how our team plays, get a little more game action. We're scuffling so far, and we've dropped a couple of games against the Cubs already, and this is the final game in the series. See, we just wanted to show those scores: 15-11 and 8-0. They have scored insane against us. So here we go. We're facing Jameson Taillon. He is definitely hittable, though it doesn't look like he was hittable in his first start with 8 strikeouts over 8 innings, giving up no runs with a .75 whip. A strikeout rate at 27.6% is excellent. Let's see if we can get to him, though. Facing Nolan Shanwell here in the first inning, and he leads off the game with a single. And now we were beaten by the Blue Jays with a bunch of singles, so let's we can do the same to them. Taylor Ward now, he plunks him. So now we've got 2 on, and Mike Trout up to bat. First and second, nobody out. First inning against Jameson Taillon, and he drills that one out to right center field. Runners are rounding the bases. 1 run comes in. 2 runs come in. That's a stand-up double for Mike Trout. He laced that one right into the gap. That was gorgeous play. And if it weren't for the speed of that right fielder, that would have been a triple. Here's Logan O'Hoppe. And nobody, and he drills that into the left field seats. No doubt about it. That's 4-0. First inning, nobody out. 111 off the bat, 401 feet. Excellent home run right there. That's what we need to do. This is a team that has some power and some speed. It actually has we have a better contact rating than at any other point in the franchise. Wow, that was a line drive, that launch angle at 18.3 degrees. All right, 1 out now for Luis Rengifo. And he drills that one into right field for a single. So there's still some heat in these bats. They're ready to go. Mundo Sosa now at the plate, and he whiffs, but that's a stolen base for Rengifo, his first of the year. Like to see that running from this team. All right, in the bottom of the inning, we've got Chase Silseth on the mound to start for our team, but we're not going to see it because he set him down in order. Now on to the second inning. Here's Dansby Swanson, who laces one into left field, and it's over the wall. Home run, Dansby Swanson puts the Cubs on the board. They've scored 24 runs now in this series. Let's cap it. Cap that scoring at 24. But it's a 4-1 Angels lead here in the second inning. They're going to show this again. See the stats, 104 off the bat. 386. Solid, no doubt about home run. There's Jesus Sanchez, who drills one into right field. He's coming for second. Oh, and he is thrown out by Moniak, the Gold Glover in right field. Throws out Sanchez as he's trying to get that extra base to keep the game interesting. Now we're going to move ahead to the fifth inning. Caleb Killian coming on to pitch for the Cubs. He's facing Nolan Shanwell. He's leading off the inning. 4-1 lead still for the Angels. And here's the pitch. And he strokes that one into left center field. Gets past the fielder. He throws it back in, but that is a stand-up double for Nolan Shanwell. This team is showing a little bit more fight than they did before the last few games. Aside from the slugfest in game one, shutout in game two. Now here's Taylor Ward. And he laces that one up the middle, but it's fielded by the shortstop who throws it out. Shanwell advances to third on that, one out, runner on third for Mike Trout again. See if he can be the hero. And he drives that one to right center. The fielders got it, but it's deep enough. He throws it home, but not in time. Shanwell scores, and it's 5-1 Angels. Let's move ahead to the sixth inning. And here's Edmundo Sosa up to the plate, and he drives that hanging curveball to center field, and it's over the wall. Home run. Edmundo Sosa, 103 and a half off the bat, nearly 400 feet. It was one of those great fly balls that just scrapes the outside of the wall. But it was enough for Sosa's first home run of the year. Hopefully that can break him out of his early season slump. We need him. Oh, that hit the wall. Did you see that he hit and bounced back? Here's Davis Daniel coming on. He's getting a lot of work for the team early on. He's in his sixth game of the season, 11 in the third innings pitched already. He's facing Christopher Morel. I know they like to use long relievers a lot in this game. And he strikes him out, swinging. Yeah, they use long relievers constantly. If you've been following along, in the first 2 years I've had 2 long relievers, and they combine each of the first 2 seasons for over 300 innings. Now Daniel loses Swanson on 4 pitches. Oh, it's highs and lows. Strikeout and a walk in back-to-back.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Batters. Here's Ian Happ, runner on first. Daniel the pitch, and he hits him. Ooh, we're losing some control here. Do not like to see this. Now runners on first and second for Jesus Sanchez. And he swings and misses and strikes out on that one. Next is Michael Bush 3-0 count to him. Oh, edge. But he doesn't get the call. He walks him on 4 pitches, bringing up Miguel Amaya with the bases loaded. All right, 0-2 count now to Amaya. He swings and he drives that into right field. 1 run's going to come around to score at least. Here comes 2. But no, he's thrown out at the plate. Again, that's 2 assists from Moniak in right field, throwing him out, throwing a runner out at second and then at home. Here we go, 7th inning. Zach Neto at the plate, and he drives that one past the first baseman into right field for a leadoff single. Like to see that from Zach Neto. We want to get his bat heated up. Next up is Nolan Shanwell, 1-2 count, and he drives that to second base, throws it short for 1 to first, double play, ending our late here, this hopeful rally. We have the lead, showing that. Oh, those close plays at first are killing me. Right here's Taylor Ward, who drives that to short, throws to first, inning over. So we started out looking like we had a chance to break this game open even more, but we squander that opportunity. All right, in the 8th inning, here comes Mark Leiter Jr. to hopefully hold the Angels in check. 2 outs now for Mickey Moniak, who sends that to second baseman to end the inning. Leiter sets down the Angels 1-2-3 in the 8th. Here we go, top of the 9th. Jose Soriano is coming on with a 4-run lead. It's not a save situation, so we're not seeing Jimmy Herget, but we're seeing Soriano, who has been nearly perfect in this young season, going up against Ian Happ now with 1 out. Here we go, the pitch. And he drives that past Neto at short and into left center field for a single. Now we've got 1 on and 1 out for the Cubs. They've got their rally caps on, I'm sure, in Wrigley Field. There's Jesus Sanchez at the plate, and he drives that one into Trout dives and he can't catch it. Happ advances, so now we've got runners on first and second. 2 outs. Jose Soriano trying to close it down here against Miguel Amaya at the plate. And Amaya drives that to third and over to first for the out to end the 8th inning. Ooh, that was a bit scary there for a second. But still a 6-2 lead for the Angels. Hector Neris coming on here in the 9th inning to face the visiting Angels. Joe Adell at the plate. He's been hot to open the season up, but he strikes out swinging. And this leaves it up. Bottom of the 9th. 4-run deficit. Top of the order is coming up to the plate. We've got Bellinger, Suzuki, Horner. And the Angels turn to Sam Bachman, who has a strikeout rate of 20. He has been lights out against lefties so far in his 2 innings pitched. We don't know if he's faced any, but he's facing one here in Cody Bellinger, who eats up Sosa at third. That hard shot that he could not pick up, and that's called a base hit. So we've got a runner on first, nobody out for Seiya Suzuki. He's got some power. So Bachman better be careful here. That low pitch sends it deep, left center field, and it's over the wall. That cuts the lead down to 6-4. Yeah, it could be a home run. So Seiya Suzuki's first on the season. Strong left center shot by the outfielder. Jumping fives. They're excited. They get to Sam Bachman here in the 9th inning. And they just made it interesting because there's nobody out. And now they cut the lead down to 2. 6-4, 1-2 count to Horner, and he strikes him out. Bachman shows that he's got some metal here, coming in and striking out Nico Horner, who's hitting in the number 3 hole. But now the manager decided to go to Jimmy Herget. Save situation for sure. Let's get our closer out here. He let Bachman work he had to work the 3 batters. But here he comes in against Christopher Morel, who drives the first one out to right center field, and it's past. Moniak throws it in. That's going to be a stand-up double for Christopher Morel. And now we've got a runner in scoring position. Tying run coming up to the plate. It is 6-4 in the 9th. Just one out. That 6-2 lead is being erased as we speak. We don't want this to keep going. Now it's Dansby Swanson at the plate. He's dangerous. The pitch from Herget, and he strikes him out swinging. Excellent. Okay, here we go. Pitching cam. Swing and a miss. The ump cam, excuse me. All right, 2 down. Runner in scoring position for Ian Happ. He's had a bit of a day, 2 for 3. And he drives that one deep to left field, but not deep enough. And Adele puts it away for the win. That's the 3rd win of the season. Herget's 2nd save of the year. And that looks like it's going to be a Silseth win. He's 1-1 now. And Jimmy Herget's 2nd save. Now the Cubs, of course, win the series 2-1, but we are excited. We need to win. Of course, we need to win all of the games, but when you're down 2-0, it is easy to get swept. Not so easy to come out swinging, scoring 4 runs in that first inning. Some excellent fielding from our outfielders to get a couple of excellent calls here, throwing out runners at second and home plate. That was a big game. That was a good showing. And there is some life in these Angels yet this season. Excellent game. 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts to 2 walks and 1 earned run for Chase Silseth. We'll take that every time. Well, we have a lot to do. We have a lot to work on this season. We'll see if our team is up to it. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Peace.